And we're back. Hopefully you'll buy products. Okay. Well, I got one more interview for the night here, and we're pretty excited about this. And it's right before the Beatles coming on. Zora, are you excited about the Beatles?
I'm so excited about the Beatles.
Big deal. I've been a big fan for years. I just cannot believe we were able to get them back together. I'm so excited. But before that, we've got a great guest coming up. It's our final guest of the night. She is a space witch and will be broadcasting from space to talk to us specifically. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah! Hello, Sarah. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, it's space. We've been there.
For those who are new to the show, I used to be an astronaut. And, I used to go to space all the time. Space is great. I recommend it to everybody.
Yeah.
How's the space forest and stuff?
It's about the same, There's, fresh air, not a lot of people. Yeah, it's good.
Nice. Yeah, I remember when I went, it's a nice place to go vacation, and like...
Yeah, I wasn't going to say anything, but I can't. I'm sorry. You haven't spoken to me in like 2.5 years. And then you invite me on your show?
Like I thought it would be nice to, have you on the show. And,
we dated for 6 months and you disappeared with no word.
Neil, that's kind of fucked up.
Zora, come on.
Thank you, Zora. You get it.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to find someone to date in space? I thought we were doing very well. And then all of a sudden, I ask you to meet my mom and my uncle, and you just disappear.
Well, I mean, okay, look, to be fair, all right, being an astronaut is very stressful. And like sometimes, it helps to get, have someone on the side. I mean, I respect you as a person. That's not what I meant.
Did you say you had me on the side?
I mean, I just thought that, introducing you to your relatives was a little fast,
A little fast?
For me, it was. I was a
You're
little
the first
fast.
person I dated in like 10 years. Astronauts never come to the moon. Aww. We already did that. No one cares. I'm up here all by myself with just a couple relatives. I can't date them. That's not legal even here in space.
Look,
I feel like maybe you could have like reached out at some point before inviting me onto this show. I didn't want to talk about it this publicly, but apparently the only way I can talk to you is on your TV show.
Yeah, why did we book? I told you this is gonna happen.
I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? All I do now is this TV show, and like I didn't have time to, reach out or anything, and I just thought, maybe when I do have time to talk, it's when I'm recording the show. And sure, the whole globe is watching us go through this right now, but we're going through it. We're going through those steps together, and I don't see any problem with it. Also, we couldn't get Luke Wilson on the show.
Oh, so I'm like a last choice again.
Like, I'm just being honest right now. Like he was gonna come. He's doing a whole new sci-fi series, and it was going to work well with the show, and then he had to cancel, and I thought, well, maybe we could get you on the show instead, and now you're here, which is great. I appreciate appreciate you being here. You know,
It's like really hard because I got very excited when you asked me to do this show. I thought maybe it was going to be like a grand romantic gesture of you trying to get me back because you realized what a huge mistake you'd made. And then now I find out I'm not even the first choice for this show. Aww. Some fucking guy was going to be on it instead and you couldn't get him. And so I'm just like, what am I, like just like an afterthought?
Sort of. Look, I'm a coward. Let's be real, okay? And, you know, like, I don't know. I just thought that it would be nice to have you on the show. And obviously that was a mistake. Shouldn't have done that. Big issue right there up front.
I was like so excited because this was like going to be my big break, you know? It was like going to like really like propel my lifestyle blog. And now it's just like, I'm all emotional, you know?
Yeah, Neil, that's really fucked up.
Thank you, Zora.
Zora, you are truly not helping.
Well, I owe you because, you know, Sarah let me live on her couch whenever I first moved to space.
I know. You're how we met.
For the audience back home, Zora was already living in space. And when I started, when Sarah and I were dating, you guys were roommates, and then that's how I met Zora. So just for, you know.
It's Sarah. It's pronounced Sarah.
Sarah, sorry. That's the other thing. I when we were dating, I had to explain to everyone how to pronounce your name. No one.
It's a religious name.
Thinks
It
that's
has a unique spelling, okay? But like, it's not that hard.
But why did Sarah have to be unique?
You're still saying it wrong.
How about this, Sarah? What if I apologize to you on national television?
Aww. That would be huge. Thank you. Yes. I would really appreciate that.
Okay. I got my emotional plant here.
Emotional plant?
Okay. Sarah, I'm apologizing now to you. I am sorry.
And that you handled it badly?
Look, I was in a lot of stress, okay? What do you expect? Like, I can't be available all the time.
I mean, I wasn't asking for all the time. I just, like, even a breakup text would have been nice.
It just seemed like all the time. You know how expensive it is to go to space? You have any idea how expensive it is?
It's not cheap, but also, like, a lot of your trips were government funded.
Fine. Yeah, they were government funded, okay? Yeah, I was an employee of NASA at the time. And sure, they paid me to do it, okay? But, like, now it's hard. Now I have a hard time.
I appreciate the apology. It was very sort of heartfelt and nice, kind of. Let's just do the interview.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Let's go back. Yeah,
let's get back on track.
I'm totally down to start over the interview, and like give it a fresh reboot.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
Great.
Cool. Great. So what spells you into?
You know, it's pretty isolated up here. So I've been working on something to kind of like reanimate some of the natural objects here to give them a little bit of personality. So I have someone to spend some time with and, you know, do activities with and go places with and, you know, meet my parents.
What's the name of this rock?
His name is Glurpin. Yeah, he's super strong.
I mean, I'm not jealous or anything. I'm just these are just questions.
Yeah. You know, he's like really strong and interesting and like, my mom loves him. Thinks he's great for me.
Sounds nice.
What about you? Are you seeing anyone on Earth?
No. Just kind of, I'm fine. I'm single and loving it.
You've got a TV show. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, the TV show's good. I'm glad that you're moving on.
Took a really long time, but I'm getting there, you know?
I'm feeling a lot better now about us. I really feel like we got through a lot.
Yeah, it was really good to
today.
see you and catch up.
Zora, do you feel good about this? Do you feel like we're getting somewhere?
I feel like yes.
Well, we got a yes from Zora, so you know that means they're just about out of time, everyone. And, right, to lead off with everyone's favorite question at the end of the show, will you marry me?
What?
Oh my god.
Why would you ask that?
I mean, it's just part of the show. Well, you don't, but I realized this was a very inappropriate question to ask. And,
What?
well, yes or no?
Is that a real question or like just a thing you say? Do you want to get married? Because yes. Of course I'll marry you.
We got a yes? All right. Well, we'll set that date up and we'll get married and no problem.
Yay, congrats!
Yay, and it'll be a happy union and everything will be fine.
We'll have no problems.
And I'm so glad that we came up with this question for the show.
No problems at all. Thank you. Oh my God.
All right, and with that, we're going to move on to the event of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot be more pleased, more honored to introduce to you all the Beatles! And that's all the time we have left here at Late Night with Neil Aldrin. And we want to give a special thank you to Peter Griffin, who continuously lets us use his basement to film it. Thank you, Peter. We really appreciate it. All right, then we're going to go over to Zora real quick before we go. Zora, any final comments?
Casper's not that good of a movie if you rewatch it.
All right. Well, with that, I have to get ready for 2 out of 3 weddings. So thanks for tuning in and good night.